Welcome back to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex, and today Nintendo they announced their first batch of Nintendo Switch physical deals for Black Friday. This is going to be at all retailers, so let's take a look at what's on offer, how it stacks up against past discounts, and if it's going to be a new low price. So with that luck, hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here, join our growing family, and let's get started. Before we start this though, this is all suggested pricing. Typically we do see deeper cuts from retailers, and I'm going to be giving you an idea of what we've seen over the last couple of years. But one console, 12 games, and these deals, they all kick off officially on November 21st. Just be aware, these are physical releases this batch, so it's all US exclusive. First, the console, the good old Mario Kart 8 Deluxe console is back, $299, it's a fee to Switch. This does not come as a surprise, let's face it, and you should expect to see these things absolutely stacked on shelves. No word on a Switch Lite discount just yet, which is surprising in my eyes, and I don't think anyone's going to be surprised to hear the OLED is nowhere in sight. That said, honestly, I'd put the extra cash, I'd go for the OLED myself if you're jumping in this late, but yeah, no question though, at least it is a good game packed in here. Games wise then, the first batch here, and Nintendo they are up to their old tricks, the good old 33% off. We normally see this a couple of times a year, and I was really hoping they would get a tad more aggressive, but no, Nintendo, a creature of habit, a flat $20 off across the board, and now it's going to be down to retailers to make the call on deeper cuts. Looking at the games though, the heavy hitter first, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, a game that just refuses to get cheaper, or at least on behalf of Nintendo, and honestly it's understandable. It's for a lot of people out there considered the best game on the console. It's incredible to this day, and this is the same price we see every year for the most part. The only time we've seen cheaper, Black Friday 2019, Target dropped it to 50% off. Nothing last year though, with it peaking at this 33%. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe then, and this needs to drop more. 33% off just does not cut it. It's a good game, do not get me wrong, but bundled in with so many heavy hitters, I think it needs to drop more just to kind of stand out and to get the recommendation. Last year though, 2020, we did see GameStop drop the price on this one to 55% off, so I think there's good hope of that happening this year as well. There's a decent chunk of content here as well though for Mario fans, especially those that like their local multiplayer. Splatoon 2 then is always a game I'll get behind. Great gameplay, the community, it's alive and kicking, and visually it's cartoonish by design, but I've always enjoyed its spin on its kind of multiplayer paint-based carnage. It looks particularly nice as well on the OLED. I would say this starting price by Nintendo is going to be undercut now by many retailers. They'll add their own discount, and that's only because in 2019 we saw 50% off, and then in 2020 we saw 55% off, and both of these deals they were available at GameStop and Target. Super Mario Maker 2 then is a personal favourite. I love 2D Mario, and if I had to choose just one on the Switch for my Mario kicks, this would be it. It's got a surprisingly fun story mode as you rebuild the castle, and then online it's near endless with this huge community out there designing all manner of levels, from those for beginners to some seriously crazy expert levels. Discount wise then, it normally sticks to this pricing, but back in 2020 we did see a 50% discount coming in from Walmart. Paper Mario the Origami King then is a game honestly I really did not enjoy all that much. I thought it was okay, nothing special. It for sure had pacing issues though, I got bored myself, and then the lack of leveling up rendered combat for the most part absolutely pointless. Also, look, it just wasn't the Paper Mario I wanted, and I know many will agree with that. Discount wise though, it's okay. I still think we could see lower. Target dropped it to 50% off earlier in the year, that was back in June, but I would not hold your breath. Mario being in the title typically makes that price drop more rare. Kirby Star Allies then, it's okay. It's actually rare to see it in the Black Friday lineup directly from Nintendo. The last time was actually 2018, but I'd only recommend it for younger players or hardcore like Kirby heads out there, just because it's very simplistic, it's not going to take you long to run through, and I couldn't find a whole lot of drive to go back for another run. Also, I will say though, I think retailers are going to get more aggressive than 33% off, because it dropped as low as 42% back in 2018, and then also GameStop, Target and Walmart, they've all dropped the price for what seems to be permanent to 25% off, because that was 4 months ago, and it's been available ever since. It means you'd be saving those $5, and we all expect more on Black Friday, and they know that. Here's one that's easy to get behind then, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Must buy game right here for strategy fans, a huge amount of story, looks fantastic runtime wise. A simple run's going to be about 50 hours, but you can easily clock in at over 100. And yeah, one of the best games available for the Nintendo Switch. This will get cheaper as well if I had to guess last year. Best Buy and Target, they came in with 42% off, and then GameStop, they had a great year last year and they went hard with 55% off. I'd easily suggest the game at full price still, but just a heads up that Black Friday, a lot of these deals we see, they do tend to repeat. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening then was a very good rebuild. For some, the cartoonish visuals didn't work, but for me, I loved them. I thought it treated the name well, it played great, and it was just nice to have another game with Zelda in the title. We've only seen this price beaten once before, and that was Walmart with 2020's Black Friday deals where they offered 50% off. Xenoblade Chronicles then is another RPG I can get behind, the definitive edition. I know there was some complaints around the port, but I enjoyed the chance to revisit it, and it comes highly recommended for fans out there. Sequel was great as well, but we don't see a discount there directly from Nintendo, and that makes sense. It's becoming pretty rare to come by, and resale prices right now, they are booming. I believe a new copy, it's going to set you right around $70. With this discount though, we've only seen better once, and that was actually GameStop earlier in the year that went to 50% off. An easy 100 hours of gameplay here though if you don't just rush the story. Astral Chain then is a game that deserves more love. I'm not sure how sales numbers were, but I always feel like this one is underappreciated, and as action adventure go, the combat is great fun and it's unique as you essentially control what is two characters at once. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but once you get it, it's pretty like badass stuff. This is the only game today though so far, and we're actually 10 games deep at this point, that marks a new low price, and in my eyes it is a must buy. The final two games of the video then just a little bit different, but they are new low prices as well. The Mario Kart Live Home Circuit bundle will drop with 40% off. The previous low was 25%, and these are good fun if you have the space to set them up. I got the Mario bundle myself, but Luigi will also be available, and I reviewed it here on the channel with perhaps the world's smallest track. Find that video in the pinned comment down below. Good fun as well, chasing the dog around the house who was seriously entertained. Then Ring Fit Adventure, a game that was nearly impossible to get during lockdown initially. It's here now with 30% off. That is a nice jump up from the previous low of 13% off. Now as someone that owns it as well, it's surprisingly good fun. It's kind of fun in the sense you forget the whole I'm working out bit, and yeah, it can kick your ass in small moments of gameplay, which is always appreciated. So that's the initial Nintendo Black Friday announcements, and it's not the strongest, but it's a starting point now for retailers to go and do their thing. Most games we've seen lower though, and the Mario Kart console bundle, not exactly surprising. That said though, every year retailers are going to war, and you'll normally find them cheaper at least one retailer. Currently though, we have 3 new low prices, and that's Astral Chain, Mario Kart Home Live Circuit, and Ring Fit Adventure. The latter two as well, I suspect we'll see some aggressive pricing, but in the form of doorbusters. What do you all think though? What games did you expect to see? I was thinking we might get Smash or Yoshi, maybe even Mario Odyssey. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out for those as more and more Black Friday deals get announced. With that though, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.